Hello everybody, how good of you to join, welcome back. Well, don't be surprised, yes, I moved the central market there to the other space. Something was wrong about this location here, and well, basically I want to have another more, civilized building here and a courthouse, for example. And the marketplace just makes more sense because it has its back then towards the industry and also to my storage areas, so I think it makes more sense to have the market here. And as we can see by the radius, right, we still take everything here into its area of influence, so there is no problem really with that. Now we have the spring 21 now, the year 21, and we do have a couple of problems ahead of us. First of all, I'm still not producing enough bricks. We do need so much more bricks, especially since the building supplier needs a lot of them. And also another problem is that the firewood, for some reasons, is just not really going up. So there's two things that I would like to start this one right away, and the first one is to get us another sawmill up. So that would be sawmill number 3, and as we can see, yep, we should be able to squeeze it in just here fine. Oh, look at that, perfect. We are not even, I think we're a bit touching there the hill, but it's fine, right? Another thing is that I really would like to get up as well is a more clay or more shore houses, because we still don't have enough clay. I mean, it's incredible. It's totally baffling to me how we can't have enough of them. We also lost a few, what I can see right now. So let's just have a look at that. And yes, in fact, we lost 2 in the last winter. So I need to put more shoremen then into this profession there as well. Otherwise, of course, I'm not getting enough clay. That doesn't mean that it's still enough, or it's already enough now. So yep, I would like to get another shore house. We might actually get it here to the dock house. In that regard though, I would not like to have a shore house but a clay pit, so perhaps that is more efficient. Let's place us a nice juicy clay pit somewhere here. There we have a mountain, right, or a mountainous area, so I think it might make a bit sense to have something like that here just behind. Oh wow, we can also build it just on top of that, as I can see, but let's build it here, so a bit further away. There we have it, and hopefully this is producing more clay for us than the shore houses, because they are absolutely not doing anything for us, or well, not that much. And we might also be thinking about a second brickworks just to speed up the brick production even further. But yeah, another problem is also that we're just still not having enough people. Food we have enough. Firewood hopefully will be fixed then with the sawmill, and yeah, I would also like to get a few more houses up and running. So let's have another block of houses here. We might actually make them, let's see, so that they actually have a bit of space between them, right? Like this, I think this is better, so they have a bit of, daylight in their lives. And I think I build it then like that. Perfect, there we have them. So 3 more houses coming up as well. The only builder that we have in this village right now is going to have a lot of work ahead of him. Let's have the roads then right here to this area. Very good. So we can speed it up. And yeah, here we do now have 2 central spots for big representative buildings that I would like to add then to this area. Now let's just also check the building supplier. He is still producing, right? We should hopefully be having something. The market, the market is of course my storage now. We have 9 building supplies. Not that much I can do with that yet. And also the homeware supplies we don't have yet, and that's the pottery. And the pottery that we still need, and the furniture. Furniture is easy because it needs logs, but the pottery requires clay. So there is another source or another production building that consumes clay. I think we are going to have a long problem with this resource. And the clay pit is finished. Look at that. Kind of reminds me of Anno, and we do have 6 workers that would be having fun in here. We already got 3 more adults. I've assigned all of them to builders so we can speed up the building process. So the houses are up next, as we can see, and then they can finally work on that, and I'm hoping for a lot of clay to come in because boy, we do need it. Now the tailor is still working on the hide code. Yeah, the wool, that's the sheep. Unfortunately, there is nothing like that we can import. One thing that I could try is I could try build some fields and animal farms, and perhaps this, kind of like stimulate a trader to come over here that we actually need. No idea about that. Now the brickworks is requiring a second brickwork that I will need to add to this area there. Well, yeah, the brickworks basically, I think. There it is. And let's have a second one here in this corner as well. Requires lots of clay, as we can see, but we should have it then with the clay pit. And I would really like to have a few more adults. Oh, very good. 2 more coming in. Perfect. Reduces the amount of schools as well. School load that we have was rather full already. 19 children, so the school's going to have lots of work ahead of it. And yep, we can now assign a few of them. Let's actually assign 4 of them to the clay pit. That's the stonecutters, so we have 5 of them now working in the clay pit. Please give me some resources there. Food-wise, 6,400, it's fine. It's, well, it's actually going down a bit there, but it could be a normal fluctuation. We need to keep a very close look on that. And also the next houses are completed. 2 of them are filled right away. 1 of them is empty for now, so there is room then for future growth. Very good. And no trader at the moment as we go right into winter again, -3 degrees. Firewood, another problem that we still have, but let me just check something. Logs, no, okay, it doesn't count, right? So this actually counts towards my storage. For a moment I thought it doesn't, but it seems like, yeah, we really are out of firewood. There is also a freezing couple now. And those guys, oh yeah, there's no citizen assigned to this one. Let's also assign someone else to this sawmill, and let's also increase the workplaces that we have on this sawmill there. Now here I can hear something. I can hear people working, producing some clay for me. Right beside the hill, I like that. So it's rather hidden. And once we grow with the city then into this area there, you know, we can still use this clay pit for quite some time because it's that hidden. And then we have some mountains here too for some mining. Looking forward to that. But right now I really want to grow even more. So I think we can actually look this up. 194 people. I want to push now to 120 or so at least. And oh my good, look at that, we got the planter once again, and this time she or he's got squash seeds with her, so we can finally purchase some seeds. That is, well, something, yeah, very, very good. And 2,500 flowers, I gladly give you that amount of flowers, we have too many of them. And let's trade this one, and there we got the first seeds. They're now permanently unlocked in my village, and this opens up, well, farming. So farming, I would like to start with that right away as soon as we have people, that is. Food-wise, yeah, we are stable on a lower level now, so it's not really going up there for now. I think this is the maximum. We're getting a lot of children in right now, so we need to keep up there with the food supply, even though I worry a bit about the amount of food that we have. Oh well, the amount of people that we have and that consume so much food. I don't know, I can't keep it up there. And I'm not going to have my fields over there because this eventually becomes a town as well, most likely. So I'm planning for that at least. So we can have our fields down here in this area, right? That we do have space. And I would like to use this space. I mean, we do have the foresters here though, right? There is nice space, right? Here we can have it. Then we have also some hunters. So for the location of my first fields, I've decided that we go for this area here. Why? Basically we do have 2 gatherers here that we no longer need, so I can get rid of them. We have used all the all the ore and stone around it. Plus it's also rather close to my village there, so to my storages. And we have lots of flat area here, plus only some hunting and gathering here, right? The foresters, as we can see, their area of their influence is not going that far, so we are not really hindering them on their work. And here we do have lots of space for the fields, plus I think it's a nice little location there. And getting the infrastructure up for this area is also good because we have the mountains there for the mines then. So I've got another adult coming in. He's becoming a builder now, and he will deconstruct those buildings then. And then we can start here in this area with the fields for our first squashes that we can then finally cultivate. Unfortunately, it's going to take, of course, a bit of time, and it's autumn right now, so even then the fields are going to take their sweet time. And well, we don't even have any people right yet for farming, so that's another problem. We still have another problem, and that totally baffles me. We have 3 shore houses, 1 clay pit, and we still don't have enough clay for the brick production. I have no idea what's going on, if I'm overlooking something here, but it seems like they're really not producing a lot of clay. And we do need a lot of that. And yeah, we don't have it. So I will need to find another solution for this problem. Another thing is, look at that, we have 17 students, so there's only space for 3 more students in the schoolhouse and then it's over. So we might also just as well get another school building up. Let's have a look at our school buildings that we have. So I'm having the schoolhouse at the moment, a rather smaller building. And we do also have, of course, bigger ones. For example, a small village school has 20, well, actually that's 20 right now. And then we have the old grammar school, that's 25 students that we can have in this building here. It doesn't look very American, right? At least in my opinion. Then we have the college. Unfortunately, there's no name to it. So, or well, no number to it that we can house in here. 1 room, tiny school, Nordic school, and the village school. So I think the college will be the right one. We do have the materials. I mean, it almost looks like a prison, this whole thing there, as we can see. But yeah, I think we're going with this area there. Oh, actually, I wanted to have the buildings there right back. It's close to the church, and I think they fit together when it comes to the look of them. And we might also, oh yeah, they also would fit to the market here into the center, but in the central school, I don't know about that. Doesn't matter because I can't build it at the moment anyway. My logs tanked drastically in the next winter here, or in this winter. We also are once again out of firewood. We have 2 sawmills now working on firewood with each 2 woodcutters on it. I think something is terribly wrong here with the ratio of how much we produce, vice versa how much we consume. I have no idea. This is really strange right now. A bit of firewood is still coming in. There's no one freezing yet, so that's a good thing. But we could very well lose a lot of people due to cold, especially when it's a colder winter. I think this one is one. And yeah, we have not enough wood, so that would be my first priority right now. Get the wood up. And well, look at that, it had to happen eventually. We have a tornado. How many years will this one, you know, push us back now? It just happens. And yeah, as we can see, it's also, well, clearing the forests. And it has 1 goal and 1 goal only, as it seems, my town. Please, don't destroy too much. It's going right for my town. I don't believe it. Clearing the cemetery, most likely. Holy moly, people, get away there. We lost the first 2. And we lost 3 now. It's going right in there. I don't believe it. Destroying my first houses. We've lost 12 people so far. Rick the trader was killed. Alf the fisherman. Oh yeah, it's going right into my oh goodness, my harp area. Trading post. I'm losing people right now, even though he's at the lake. Okay, it seems like he's going away again. I've lost, yeah, 15 people so far. I think that should be it. Please don't come back again. That is really terrifying though. Oh god, I hope he's not turning again. Okay, that's it. Yeah, well, the tornado did some damage to us. The problem is, well, it wasn't the worst thing, yeah, right? It could have just gone through the whole village there like that. And this would have been maximum catastrophe. This is still manageable. We've lost a few people, 15 in total. And the most important thing is we still have all the hunters, the woodcutters, the gatherers, most of them. Stonecutters we have. I will reduce the amount of stonecutters here to add a few more fishermen again because we lost them. And I do have 1 builder. He's going to rebuild the trading post. Oh, look at that. The shore house actually survived. Pure wonder. And also the fishing dock. And the tidal pool. The irony here is I just assigned someone that got out of school to the tidal pool and she's dead now, obviously. Those Cape Dutch boarding houses, that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Let's remove them. They have been bugged from the beginning. No one was moving in. So that's that. The cemetery unfortunately has not been cleared. So it's full now, as we can see. 12 and 18 graves. And yes, we had 110, 112 people before the tornado. God damn it. Alright, but the builder is rebuilding. We have the materials, fortunately. We lost a bit of food there, strangely. No idea. It's going up again. It also didn't destroy the stockpile. Holy moly, that would have been catastrophic, almost. Alright, trading post gone. Going to take a while for this one here to be rebuilt, and there's no trade, of course, coming in the meantime. Now 1 builder, he's going to need some time. That happens. No fire yet, but a tornado at least. Very good. Rebuilding has started, and as we can see, the trading post is almost completed there again. The tidal pool and the fishing dock still need resources, and also those buildings here are demolished now, at least the ruins, and we actually got a few resources back, so it's not so bad. While we continue rebuilding, I would also like to, for even faster growth, because we can afford it, get even more houses up there now. I would really love to go with the houses that look so sophisticated, but we just don't have the homewares yet, and there's no way, because I'm just not getting enough workforce in. So I guess another way to get more people or to get more workforce is of course more growth, and that's exactly what I'm planning here. We can still add a few more buildings to this side there, and also around the church, so there we can have it, and here of course especially. Let's have a few more Boston houses to keep it, well, colorful, I should say. We do have them in various colors, beautiful. This one and a nice green one, they cost a lot of logs, and the yellow one here, perfect. 3 more Boston houses coming up. Beside those rather grayish, dull looking houses, we will replace them at some point with some more sophisticated buildings, but for now they're doing a good job. And food wise, 5,000, yep, it's dropping though, still dropping, and we still haven't used any fields yet. But I'm sorry, if the tornado is happening, I can't build fields. I need to rebuild now, and it's also, this is already taking quite some time there. How's it, by the way, looking with my clay? We still don't have any clay at all. We have lots of bricks now, so 250. Yeah, let's not activate the building supply yet. What we can actually do is, since we do have some builders assigned now, let's start with our next production chain. So we need for the homewares. So that would be for the more advanced buildings, the homewares, and one of them is I think the pottery that we're going to need. Right, the pottery creates pottery out of clay. Let's place it here. Very important. We need this for the homeware supplier. We have the building ware supplier here, and you know what? Actually, let's cancel this one there, and instead of that, build the homeware supplier right away, because then we also know what it really needs, and we don't need to assign anyone to that yet. And there it is. It's a rather small building. Very good. And I think it also requires actually it requires 4. No, that's the builders, right? Yeah, it's the builders. It only requires 1, hopefully, artisan then. And perfect, there's the trading post again. No trader yet. We should assign a trader though, because without it, there's no trader coming. And yes, unfortunately, oh my goodness, we lost the whole inventory there for the flowers and stuff like that. We don't even have that many flowers now. How should I get my trade value up now? We do have a bit of lumber. Lumber is hopefully worth a bit. Let's get a bit of lumber in. And tools. Lumber, tools, and also flowers, as many as possible. Of course, it's going to take a while again for this to recover, but should be fine, hopefully getting the trading value up there again. Alrighty, the fishing dock tidal pool also has all the resources now, so there's something else coming up. We have 20 students. That means that officially the schoolhouse is full now. There's no more students coming in. They're well, staying student longer and longer, I have the feeling. I don't know, but 20 students, 22 children, so there's actually lots of people that would like to go to school soon. And that means that we do need definitely another school. Someone else died due to a rock in the clay pit. The clay pit has a very high mortality rate. I don't think that I can keep it up. I think I will have to close the clay pit. I'm losing, that's the 4th person that I'm losing now to the clay pit. That's too many. And I don't see any increase in my clay production, right? So I don't think that this is actually worth it. Let's turn it off, the clay pit. There's no one working in there anymore. Instead of this, we're going to have another shore house, right? So we can have a shore house here by the fishermen, here in the harbor area. Let's have a shore house here, and they can create some clay for us as well. Hopefully that's enough then, right? But the clay pit itself has to stop. We just lose too many people to that. And also the next 3 Boston houses have been completed. There's no one moving in at this moment because, well, I basically think we have too many houses anyway. It's good to... Oh, yeah, there they are. Very good. There's actually people. I thought for a second the bug would be there again. And a lot of people turned adult just now. That means that the pressure on the school is gone for now. We can, you know, still wait a bit on the next school. We have 8 new people now that turned adult. And that means it's finally time for some farming and agriculture. And then... yeah, but I want to finally start with something new. So first of all, we have the homeware supplies now ready and the building supply already. And I can see now what they need, right? For the homewares, that's the last resource that we need for the good buildings, I think so, is the furniture and the pottery. So the furniture and pottery we need to craft, of course, first, construct first. And those buildings we actually have. So let's just have a look. And we have them here. There's the joiner, creates the furniture for buildings, and pottery, takes clay and creates pottery. Now, both of them are artisan buildings, so they're not really dirty, but we might still have them somewhere here, right? This is our artisan pathway that we have there, and there we have the pottery now, and then we have also the joiner, which is a bigger building. We can actually have this, yep, I think here behind the homeware supplier and the building material supplier. So another building, the joiner, just here where we have that hill coming up. Perfect, just here in the corner. Right, so 2 more buildings. Very important that we construct them now. Both of them require lumber and stone, right? But that's, we have that. And logs we have plenty of as well. We actually have 700 lumber still. I think it should be more, but might be that. Another trader is coming in. Let's just have a look. Violet seeds, 3,600 that it costs for us. And then again, it's only a flower, so it's not really something... I mean, I'm pretty sure we could make perfume out of this one later, but for now I can't use it, right? I only want edible fruits and vegetables and animals as well. So if there's someone selling some animals for us, that would be amazing. Though we can still also capture animals, and this is exactly what I want in this episode. We do have plenty of builders right now, 5 of them, so that's going to hurry up the building process. Those things are being constructed. The tile pool has been finished too. Let's actually assign one right away and hopefully this time not lose her or him to a tornado. There it is, the dredger, and the dredger is working again, getting us some food. We are at 5,000, so the food is definitely going down at the moment. I have another adult coming in. Hunters is full, gatherers is full, the fishermen are full too, right? Nope, fishermen, we have plenty of space in that area, so let's get lots of fishermen. Let's actually get another one right away. We can't risk anything with the food supply, and with the other ones we can get into the field. So there I would like to have my first field now, and for that it's a crop field. There we have it, where we can use the first seeds that we have, and look at how big a crop field can get. And yep, I think this is a good spot for it. And there we have it. And this is going to take a bit of time. So the removal of it is going to take a bit of time for our first field. And we can then have lots of fields here, removing the hunting cabin and gather set eventually. We only have one type of seed at the moment anyway, so there's not going to be that many fields. But of course also animal husbandry we can put into this area. We still have a very low supply of tools as well all of a sudden. Let's just check this one real quick. The blacksmith is working though, iron and logs. We had plenty of tools before. Why is tools all of a sudden empty? I mean, I know that I've put 30 tools into my trading post, but it's 30 now, right? So it's full. There shouldn't be any need for more tools anymore. And very good, we have the field ready to be, well, worked on. We just have to select now the squash as our first resource that we have there, and as we can see now, 2 farmers we can assign to this field, and they're now going to work on that. It's late summer though, so there's probably not going to be any harvest anymore this year, but at least the first field is working, and it's the first of many. I think if we build a second field we could get squash again, right? I don't know yet, but we'll see about that anyway. This is still working out. So builder 3 we have, and we have lots, by the way, lots of logs. And how's it looking here? Very good. The pottery is finished. So this one needs clay and furnace fuel, unfortunately. And this one creates furniture out of logs. Perfect, we have that. So I can now reassign those builders. One is going to be a joiner, and the other one is going to be working as a potter, or as someone in here, right? And there we have them. Both of them are now working, creating furniture and pottery, and this makes it as actually possible for us to have the homeware supplier then working as well. So the next pupil that turns into adult we can then assign to the homeware supplier here. And building resources, building supplies we still should have plenty of. So I'm just waiting now for this one here basically to finish and for the next winter to be over, and then hopefully we can start with some juicy buildings over there, these building blocks that I have planned out. And of course a court hall monument or court hall town hall building that we can also have the court building. Perfect looking. Let's have a look. Homeware supplier. Oh, we still don't have one here. Laborer. Yeah, going to take a while. Let's enjoy a beautiful winter for now. Another thing that I can see is that we have recovered now to the previous population before the tornado happened, and from now on it's growth again, and we probably will also need a bigger church then soon. Well, a planter has visited us again with what? Banana seeds? So we could have some banana trees. Are you for real? Let's place this order here, and we actually have enough flowers for all of that. So let's just get 2,500 flowers out there, and there we have the banana seeds. I'm eager to look them up or to see what they can actually do. What we can see now here on the field, he's working now on it. What's your name, please? Ralphon. Hello, Ralphon. You're a farmer, a very good one, I hope. And you are making us some squash, and we're now going to add a banana field or banana crop field to that. I have no idea. We'll find out. We still have the hunter there, so we might make the banana like that. That's too big, right? We have it here. I think we could make it here, just beside the foundry. Yep. Let's have our banana field here. That's a pretty big crop field. Should be fine though. Very good. Do we have any more adults? Unfortunately we don't, so we have to wait now for this. And there we can see that we have the forest lodge here and the forest lodge, or actually 3, yeah, sorry. One of them is planting, the other 2 are cutting, and that's still fine. That's still totally fine, right? We still have plenty of space there for all of them. Plus we have 1,000 logs at the moment. I will actually need to raise the limit there for logs to 3,000. Since we have the storage, right? We are only at 29%, and I have all the storage in the world, and I can basically just build more stockpiles later if I want to. The industrial zone is coming along splendidly. We don't see it that good here, that well here. The growth is not that strong in that village here, but we have a lot of foundation work at the moment with the advanced industry, right? So lots of basics that we need to finish. As we can see, the homeware supply is now waiting for a bit of pottery, and then can start with the homewares as well. This is all working in the background now, getting more and more efficient as we speak. And then we're going to have another boom, of course, with the village, because the village, yeah, we added a few houses over the last couple of hours, but that's it. Right, the village didn't see a lot of development. That's because Banished usually is a pretty slow game. So I'm also waiting a bit here. I'm planning ahead and also making sure that we're not growing too quickly, because that's the most dangerous thing you can do in this game. And now, hopefully, with all of that foundation more or less in the industry sector, we can now then go for some more city development. Now we have one builder, though of course everybody's helping out that has some time ahead, be it because of time limit, be it because they have to wait for resources. And as we also can see, the crop field here is starting to grow. I'm pretty sure though, for that many, or for a field that size, we don't have enough farmers, but we'll find out, right? We can add a lot of more farmers than to that, the squashes and the bananas now coming up. Another thing then is for the animal husbandry. We do have the hunting and the gathering here, and we might, I'm not going to delete them right away, but I would still like to add now also a few more buildings than here that will give me the ability to get some animals out here. Wait a second, there we already have some houses as well. Let's connect them with the other side then. Very good. And here we have lots of trees that I will basically have to chop down because I can't see anything. Alright, let's chop it down. Should be fine. Very good. And we have another laborer who can also work as a builder now. And yep, there we have a bit of space, so let's add a pasture to it. We don't have any animals yet, but I know that the trader sooner or later will deliver animals, and then we definitely want to have a place right away where they can be stored. So that's a standard pasture. This is good for all livestock that we might have at some point. We could also specialize this later then, for example, in something for sheeps only and something for cattle only. The other thing that I still have is also an orchard, so for fruits. We might place one then somewhere here in this area too. Perhaps even here? Nah, that's not okay. Here we actually have space, right? There's the herb gardens, there is the apiary already, so let's also just get us an orchard here into this area, just where we have then the animal pasture as well, right? So in case we do get the seeds, we might be placing something here, and this one we can of course remove later if we need to, if we really expand this far up there. Now the next field is ready, and we actually have 2 laborers available. Let's... Oh right, banana is most likely for the orchard, right? I should have guessed so from the beginning, but I mean I had a guess there, so that's why I'm placing it too. Obviously it's not a crop, right? I thought the trees would just grow there, but of course it's for the orchard. Then we can have some bananas then, right where we have the herb garden. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. And that gatherer there, I don't think we will need him for much longer. I mean, there's still plenty of trees here, right? Still stuff, but I don't know how efficient this gatherer here is. I guess we'll find out. Look at that. I love how full this one gets, and it's harvest season now, autumn. I'm going to assign more farmers though, so that more are working on this field there. And yes, there's the harvest coming in, and I'm hoping for a good harvest there. And yes, here in the standard orchard we do have the banana, and that can be worked here now. I'm going to assign only one because it's a smaller one, right? And here we now have, well, we could have squash again. Actually, let's do this. Let's have squash here again, and let's also assign 2 farmers. So we have 3 farmers, 2 farmers, and 1 farmer here for this. And pasture, once we have animals, we can assign someone to that. Let's just wait for the building here, and next year, so year 28, then we can really start out with a full production for the fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. And then it might also be time for a kitchen, because we still don't have a kitchen, and a kitchen basically processes all these raw materials, all these raw foods into refined, or well, some real dishes for my people. Flowers only 850. I will now definitely while we have the time remove this gatherer here. There is really no space for this one anymore, for this fella. That's removing a few gatherers then. Right, we have 15 at the moment. Let's reduce this to 11. And we have thus 2 more fishermen available now that I'm going to assign. And it's... if someone dies, you know, the game not automatically replaces it. So that's... you always need to check your whole list of professions. And I might add... yep, 3 available. All 3 of them after winter can be assigned to farmers. And basically, if you want to have even more micromanagement, at the end of the year during winter, you can reassign all the farmers to something else, right? And they work on something else in the meantime. Now the crop or the orchard is finished there too. As we can see, the pasture is finished now too, in all its glory. But of course, it's not going to be worked on yet. And the squash that we have now, I still have 3 builders. Oh yeah, they're demolishing the gatherer's hut. That should be it. There's another trader coming in, very good. And oh, someone else died. Childbirth. Oh no, a gatherer. Childbirth. My graveyards are still below their capacity though, so that's fine. Military supplies, lumber. Sorry pal, don't need you at all. I want another farmer. A farmer would be amazing now. Another interesting building that we can build now, since we do have a bit of workforce available, is the Wild Shepherd. So that is another modded building, and searches all the land looking for animals to domesticate. Takes a long time. You may eventually exhaust the local supply of animals available. But this perhaps makes it possible that we get some animals without the need of a trader. Right, so I'm going to add the Wild Shepherd right here in the, actually not in the center, right? We have lots of available space over there, so let's just place him out here. And perhaps he finds us someone then. Right, let's build the Wild Shepherd, and then we can assign someone to it. 3 builders, 3 available laborers. Let's just check if we do need them anywhere else. I don't think so. I don't think anyone really died. A shoreman, very good, another one. The last one, then we have all of them. We have all the gatherers, all the fishermen now. Perfect. So that means, yeah, I can basically get 2 more farmers now for the next season. And yes, the school is full once again, and it's not going to change anymore since we got more and more children. So let's be real here and build us another school. And I would actually like to go with the big one, 25 students. I think the college is the big one here, right? So this one, let's place it close to the church, or the chapel, because I know then, yeah, we are having this one here, and I can still have a bit more space than for a bigger church then at some point in this area too. The college, it's also rather central because we're going to have buildings everywhere here and people can get there quickly, right? And the houses that I wanted to build, well, we can still build them here, basically, then the central houses. Yeah, more or less, that'll be fine, I guess. And the storage barn, that's also rather central here. I would like to move it then into this area later, so we can add more buildings then here to this central spot. Righty, do I get more flowers? No, we are not getting that many flowers in. I need to be careful because seeds are really expensive, or animals as well. And that means that I might need to get some other things into my storage depot. One of them might be a bit more lumber. I think we have deactivated the sawmill for now. Let's activate it again. Reason for that is we do need more lumber again. And I might actually add some clothing to it. We are producing a lot of clothes anyway. So the height code, let's add 50 to it. We only have 30, but that's because we have that limit at 30. At least I think so. Yes, let's increase that limit to, yeah, 300. Let's have it this high. Flowers is fine, and I think we can't do anything else here anymore anyway. Some logs might be possible, so we have lots of that. Let's add 500 logs there to the trading post as well, just in case, if we get some good seeds. Now, how's the fields looking? I would like to see some farmers here now. One should be working at the orchard, and apiary is still being worked on, and the fields, very good, they're being worked on now too. Good to see, good to see. And also this one here. I should see some banana trees here soon. I would like to see some banana trees. Also, the wild shepherd has been finished. It seems like he's a gathering job. Who knows? Let's put him there. Gatherer. Indeed, he's a gatherer. We could even upgrade this building then. Oh! Alright, once we don't have any animals to gather anymore, we could make this one a standard gatherer, who's then, you know, just normally collecting herbs and plants. But it should still be fine, and I will be hoping now for some animals that we can use in our pasture then. Now the pasture, of course, yep, as we can see, can then house some animals, I think random animals, and we probably will still need some food for those guys then as well. But who knows? And yes, it's a beautiful summer day, once again, 25 degrees, everything is looking stable, even though the food is going down. It's not going down drastically, but from 7,000 to 4,000, that's quite a tank. And hopefully the new fields here will do a big difference, but I would rather not rely on that entirely. So we might be finding another solution to that for the food, and I might just go for another fishing dock, or we have deleted a gatherer after all. I might also just get another gatherer. And we do have one here, one in this area. In this area we don't have anything yet, so I would like to get us some gatherers there. We might have a gatherer hut like this. The cool thing is we have lots of stone and iron as well, so another stone and iron gatherer would be possible in this area too. Let's place the gatherer. It's a bit far away, isn't it? Should still be fine, especially once we have a road then as well from this building all the way to my village. To the harbor area, and then it goes right to the market anyway, so that's a gatherer and perhaps even a hunter here as well. They don't cost a lot of resources and very much needed. We still need more food, and you can never have enough food in this game. Another thing I would like to add is the storage barn that we still have in the center here. Let's have us another storage barn for this area here. So there we have a bit of space still. I would like to have a storage barn there. Why? Or well, basically a big storage barn, because we are having our food industry in this area too, right? So the fields, the animals, and everything is then going into one storage barn. And the market still has this area in its area of influence, so it can still take the resources from this storage barn later then. So that's important if you consider the logistic system in your village, right? Because if the storage barn is over there, the market builder, the market trader would not get it. And we still need that space. So let's have us a storage barn here. And I would like one of the more modded versions or beautiful versions that we have. So there we have this one, I think a bigger one. Repeat that. Oh, this is one for a corner. Very cool. We can have this one here. Right, let's use this storage barn there for the corner. Looking good. And this is actually using, yep, for all variety of things. Foods, edibles, health tools, clothing, textiles, crafted things. Have this one in this area, in this corner. Food is at 4.3, so still not really going up. The fields are looking good though. The banana, that's going to take a couple of years here, by the way, so it's not so quick. Thinking about it now, we might... Yeah, we are going to move it then at some point to the other side there, especially once we have more workforce available for some more orchards. And the standard pasture... How can we see how many animals or good animals we have? I don't think there is anything for it. I hope I get a message for it, right? Otherwise, I'm just going to check if we have some animals now that we might be using then for the pasture. This guy here, he's looking now, so the animals count as miscellaneous items, it seems, and we are rather full on that. In my storage barn here, as we can see, it's, yeah, pretty full. There's no animal in here though. And there we have the central market, which still has plenty of space, but probably isn't storing that. So the storage barn here, or the village barn, will be very much needed. And yeah, it's all about looking at the food now, but I'm pretty confident with that many fields. And then we can continue, hopefully with the first advanced buildings. Stay tuned.